Well, Arce will line up now against Kami. He's going to play another round here to round off our first 5 1v1s of the day. More to come, of course, throughout the tournament. But LeBlanc, Oriana, 2 mid lane bans, very Kami-centric champions banned away as Caitlyn is once again going to be a first ban here from Kami.
And rightly so. I'd be surprised if we ever see a Caitlyn in any 1 versus 1 game at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I want one to sneak through, but maybe that makes me a bad person.
So the answer is Jarvan. Let's be reasonable. There is a way to beat it. It's just not a risk that you need to take.
What about the sweet Caitlyn mirror match, Rusty?
Or the Mark Garen.
Oh,
yeah.
True. We did solve this already. As I got is the other ban. Mordekaiser straight into the ban list though for Kami. That feels almost like a bit of fun more than anything else. That's
definitely
great.
a bit of fun being poked back at him. The cannon ban I do like as well from Kami. He seems to know that it's pretty good, and I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, did of course win his first round with it, so not super surprising here. As Kami hovering a couple of different champions. They've actually both independently hovered over Morgana, which is quite amusing, but we'll give these players some time to take their picks here. And of course, I have to say the only consistent thing so far, I believe, has actually been summoner spells. Everyone is playing Exhaust Ignite.
Yep, that's definitely the only consistency we've had so far, besides perhaps the Caitlyn ban. And
oh my god! How did this happen?
I love this so much.
Nami versus Lulu is our next matchup.
This is the worst matchup that you will ever see in League of Legends in a 1 versus 1. Nami's surprisingly good because the W that does damage heals you. It's just straightforward, it's great.
He's pretty strong as well. Does give you an auto attack modifier, quite like Lulu, honestly. And I mean, Lulu, very versatile champion, has been seen top, seen mid, support, of course, way back in the day, it feels like at this point. But Nami is a pure support champion. I know you're a support player. Really?
Pure
Nami?
support, about as pure support as Karma is to an extent, I will say. The damage that a Nami can do is overwhelming. She can single-handedly win the lane. She just takes the option generally of letting the AD carry win the lane because the E Empower does a fair chunk of damage, and AD carries usually have that attack reset or something to do a little bit extra.
And I like what Arce is doing here. He actually has Death by a Touch as his keystone mastery.
Interesting.
What a guy. First 1v1, he's playing against Kami, he's like, I got this. And he even has flash.
Yeah. Us is going all in.
He knows. He knows something that I don't.
He wants to poke. He's waiting for that late game, but he didn't know he was going to be against the Lulu, who in terms of poke, can definitely match it.
Yep, definitely Kami going to have a fun time here as we are going to move out for our final 1v1 of the morning. Plenty of League of Legends the 4 days here of the tournament. It's been a great, fun start to this particular tournament.
Yeah, it definitely has been. And of course, the big thing that I want to touch on here is not only has Arce gone for the Deathfire's Touch, he's also gone for the Corrupting Potion.
Oh, yes.
And this is great because if you're using the potion and you auto-attack, you do damage over time with that auto-attack. Not only that, the Deathfire's Touch does as well.
Yep, and of course, you've got the heal, like you mentioned, that ebb and flow for that really sick trading. Arce maybe just going to try and out-sustain it, even as Flash for a bit of extra security. Try and get away from Karma, who, unless he lands a lot of slows, might actually struggle to chase down the Nami. And this could just be a battle of attrition here for Arce and his Nami. Yeah,
the real question is leveling up that W from Nami uses a lot of mana. Very hard to actually do well with it if you don't actually start coming ahead.
See Kami going in. Oh my god, Exhaust level 1! He wants to kill, he's popped the Ignite down as well. It's only Glitterlance here and he's going to keep moving in for it. Pig's doing so much damage though.
Not even giving him a chance to sustain through any damage. Kali just puts the foot down and wants that kill, of course. Nothing actually used from Arce there besides his spells and walking away, or I guess swimming away.
Yep.
But the bubbles, very strong.
And Corrupting Potion, level 1 though, Kami going to go back in. Does have level 2, can keep chasing in, and that damage. Seen Lulu in lane before, such a bully.
Yeah, a massive bully. There is nothing that Arce can do. He's only got 1 stack left on that potion, and he's not using it to poke down Kami at all. He's using it to sustain, and maybe the strategy is completely backfired.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. Kami also well and truly ahead on CS. A little tricky to CS with Nami.
Try got none of them under the turret just then, so we'll go with impossible.
And of course, you got the E and the W maxed up as well. So actually going to try and go for a bit of fight here. Does move out. The auto attack modifier is good. He has his Ignite still as well. Kami fighting without summoners, but he's so confident right now.
And this is the big point for Arce if he wants to try and come ahead in this 1 versus 1. He's got sustain. He's now level 3. Has the bubble.
Relics might be chasing back as well. Gets polymorphed actually, and Kami. Oh, he's going to make it back. I wondered if Arce was going to go for the flash bubble big play. But Kami does go back, gets a bit of mana and some health back as well.
I was definitely remaining vigilant for that flash. It can come out at any moment, but the fact that Kami got that relic actually going to help him a lot in this 1v1. I'd say not struggling. You can see he's got control. Ooh, it's dangerous.
Very dangerous. Nice ebb and flow though. You can see just how much healing there is here for Arce. Don't think he has any charges left on his potion, and Kami actually going to go back, realizes I'm out of tools here. He actually did also go Doran's Blade, and there's a second one.
Yeah, of course, smartly recalling in response here from Arce, but Kami, that is aggression.
And he's got fervor of battle as well. He wants to get in on that AD Lulu action.
Exactly right. Of course, he may want to wait until those summoner spells are available. Arce not actually being able to utilize his and be aggressive and get a kill with it. He was aggressive, did push Kami out of lane, but that may have backfired given the bias.
Yeah, bit of a break here, but Doran's ring only there for Arce as Kami gets his second Doran. So now I'm going to play a slightly longer game. Does keep the CS a little more even, but Kami did get back in time. Both level 4 now. Going to continue riding that CS train, about a full wave ahead at this point.
Don't worry, the Nami's scaling. The master is in the potion. That damage over time will start to actually favor him to an extent. The problem is, Nami's not a very good scaling champion in terms of ability power ratios.
Kami does just take the relic for the mana, so it loses a tad bit of efficiency there, but Arce now starting to push it back.
Oh, just for reference. Also full AD Lulu with no ability power at all, yeah.
Yeah, figured that one out.
I was like, yeah, no, 2 Doran's Blades, that's fine.
And a fervor. I'm like, yeah, okay. Just going all in. As Arce does get the ebb and flow damage down. Level 5 now though as well. Big wave into this turret, and a bit of harassment coming out as well.
It's just very difficult to last down to this turret. It's almost amusing to watch people do. A lot of minion stacks here gives Arce a chance to be aggressive, poke him down perhaps wherever he can. As you can see, he's trying to, but he gets out-traded.
Yeah, takes the pop there from Pix. Again, Kami's spell's not actually doing that much damage. It's all the AD. Bubble will land, ebb and flows out. And Arce just has to play the long game here, you feel. Whittle him down with those AP masteries.
Impossible though, given the CS discrepancy between them thus far.
You can see Kami now almost double in CS, so absolutely ahead there. Summoner spells are back as well. Arce has not had to use his yet, but Kami's going to chase back in. And just look at this Lulu. Starting to do a lot of damage with those orders. This could be it.
That's rough.
Bubble
Summoners are up.
Going to go back in, ignites down, well timed. And a nice flash keeps him safe.
The auto attack from Kami got cancelled by the flash of all things. So well done from Arce to keep himself essentially alive from that. Level 6.
Up. You can't go all in here. Kami just going to go in for it, but can't close the distance.
No. This is, again, there's no flash available. So Arce actually coming out a little bit ahead by having that flash. He lived through it because of flash. Kami can't kill him because he doesn't have it.
And he gets a second recall in as well on top of it all. As Arce trying to keep this CS out. He's thinking, longsword instead. Might not have had enough for the third Doran's Blade. You have to think he was going to go for it. Oh, never mind. Two
long swords is enough. I would imagine Hex Drinker would be the next plan of attack. He may just go straight all in and do more damage. Ghost Blade route.
Maybe, but Nami kind of fighting fire with fire. That's a Doran's Blade now on the other end. So, honestly, quite intelligently realizes that I have to start winning some of these auto attack trades. They're both, you know, fairly low AD AP champions for the most part, but Arce's got to fight back here.
But if you're trying to fight against a Lulu who's got all-in AD runes with all AD items and you're trying to win an auto attack trade battle, you're actually asking to get out-traded.
Well, it's certainly been difficult here as Kami just going to juke that bubble. A little short there on that one for Nami as Kami.
The damage of this turret.
Yeah, continuing to apply pressure. Does get that minion, but it's tricky. And again, still about 20 CS down.
They are just perpetually hitting each other in the face, but neither of them really want to say die. The sustain from the Lulu with all of these Dorans and potions and Nami being Nami. This game could go all the way. I'm almost surprised we didn't see wind speakers out just for the real... That's what I was expecting. Keely cheese action. But does go for a bit more damage. Kami though, I think he's just resigned to, you know what? If you don't want to fire me, I'm just going to shove every single one of your waves into turret. No, I won't reveal the strategy just yet, but there are champions who use wind speakers very well. Oh, you can see Arce now going to go back in. The healing's good, but Kami more than enough damage to really chunk out the Nami. And Arce just opting not to fight every single time. He's getting out-poked. He knows I can't all in, and he's resigning himself to the bubbles. Bubble does land. Evan flows out, but that's low on mana now as Kami saves his spells and his ulti. He's just going to recall once again. He knows if nothing else, he can win on CS. Yeah, it seems to me that's where he's going towards. Oh my god! That is smart. That is very smart. Grievous Wounds reduces self-healing. Nami, in a 1v1, could only have self-healing.
Yeah. Executioner's Calling. A recently changed AD item that we don't see too much of. It's been a long time since I've seen this one, but Kami, like you said, a very intelligent buy on that AD Lulu, and he's zooming in. He wants to find it, doesn't get the Nami. Arce actually does find the back. We do see half the minions down now for Kami, 50 CS away if he does want to hit that win condition. But with that blade, Executioner's Calling, I don't think he's just going to go for a kill.
Yeah, just not zippy enough there, Kami, to prevent that. It has to be a kill from Kami, of all people, to really take it to Arce. He's gone for 4 levels in that W, so he's opting the sustain route, but he's also losing the farm route. So eventually, if Kami plays patiently, instead of going on it, it's on the Nami to just go. Yeah, he has to.
You can see still that CS discrepancy about double now. Kami will eat a bubble. Good polymorph though, just connects on the end. Arce going to keep trying to last hit, but Kami, he knows he doesn't have to do anything other than what he's doing now. He's so far ahead in CS. Just keep shoving the wave and don't do anything silly.
That is definitely going to be his game plan. Most of his levels are in the shield as well, so smart play here from Kami. Definitely has a strategy, and is putting that in place.
Yeah, and I love the item buys here as well, like you mentioned. Is Kami going to keep going in? Arce does land the bubble, but Kami's just still there with the auto attacks, and Lulu's annoying enough as a support champion, let alone a full AD Lulu in a 1v1.
About as annoying as a Nami generally as well, to be fair. I would say he's decided to go that route also and just be a pain in the bum to each other, basically. And at this stage, Kami's being the bigger pain.
Now we're closing in on 100 CS pretty quickly. Arce might have to pull the trigger. Ebb and Flow does land, but a bit of reduced healing there as Kami gets a slow. But he's just committed to the minions. He is surprisingly close to 100 CS.
Skirting around the edges, Kami. He's so far ahead in farm that he can go back if he's missing half of his health, prevent any chance of an all-in from Arce, and just farm.
And just going to keep it up. Vamp Scepter now going basically a full AD carry build on the Lulu at this point. Hadn't had to use the ultimate either, so even more health. If for whatever reason, Kami is worried that he is going to die in some sort of trade.
And an exhaust.
And it's ignite, correct.
I mean, there's no physical way for Arce to actually kill this Lulu, I don't feel like. The sustain is just so strong.
And I never thought I'd get to a point in my shoutcasting career where Nami all-in was my recommended strategy, but that's kind of where we're at right now.
It's the only recommended strategy. He is slowly losing this game, and you cannot afford to slowly lose this game anymore because you are down so far in farm. I'd say you have no choice. Either you concede the CS or you fight.
And I'm very impressed by Kami's mechanics there as well. Again, we know him as a strong Brazilian mid laner. He's done very well to farm. I mean, Eddie Lulu, not too tricky, but he's done a great job of actually just keeping the raw mechanics up.
He definitely has been. This could be what Arce wants.
Bubble lands, Kami going to keep going though. Does actually shake off quite a lot, but you can see the indicator. About 15 minutes left, all in there, knocked down! Exhaust is good, and that's going to be the kill.
No choice from Arce. He had to fight, and he just didn't pick the right battle. Kami, he had the long game completely in his hands, and that's exactly what happened right there. He forces a fight, has the summoner advantage.
And I love the pick as well from Arce, taking that Nami. I'm sure there's a champion he has in mind where it's like, this is going to be good here, but the players will shake hands. Kami, self-proclaimed not very good at 1v1s, will start the day off 2-0.
Definitely starting strong. You can say he's not good at 1 versus 1s. Well, the results beg to differ. We said it after the first game. He's done it one more time. Now, to be fair, this time was against someone that probably should not have performed overly too well. I'd akin him to the junglers who you say play with reckless abandon because they don't really get regarded as the person who should show up for their region.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then you get a support player with some like old school mid laners, usually Annie, kind of the one we expect from Dara to show up. But Kami's fundamentals, I feel like, it is carrying him so well in the 1v1, even if he doesn't understand maybe the delicacies of the format.
Absolutely. He's got the laning phase completely down to the point where he can just play his game. Even if his 1 versus 1 is not good, he'll find a way to win.
Well, certainly has done so. We're going to get another interview as we throw back down to Pulse.
Thanks, Pastry, and I feel like you and me are going to have a lot of chats today here over here, Kami. Now, once again, you took the game. I'm not an expert on the Nami-Lulu matchup, so would you like to talk me through that a little?
Well, I think Lulu AD should win that matchup pretty easily. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, what I'm picking. I'm just going like, okay, I feel like this should be good, and then I expect the enemy to pick something that will be good against my pick, and it has been working out so far.
Yeah, it has been working out. Do you apply the same theory to your item build? Because we saw the Executioner's Calling coming out there. It was definitely evolving through the game. So can you tell me a little about your item build?
Oh yeah, it wasn't expected at all. I just opened the shop and was like, oh, there's this item that's really good against heals. So I just bought it.
Well, I like the theory crafting in there, and also saw the Exhaust Ignite once again. Seems like a lot of people are running that, but we did see Arce pick up the Flash and Ignite. Do you think that Exhaust Ignite is just straight up the best summoner spells?
Well, I like Exhaust, and especially when I'm planning to all-in early on, because Exhaust can be used defensively as well. While as Flash is, well, you can use Flash to avoid a skill shot or outplay your opponent, but Exhaust is like guaranteed slow and guaranteed damage that you're going to apply.
Gotcha. And I also want to look towards the rest of the 1v1 tournament. Have you perhaps looked ahead to any of the other players you're going to be facing? Or has it purely been the players you're about to face and also the matchups between champions?
Well, I'm actually a little bit more worried about my champion pool because I'm really still not sure what's good at 1v1. So I'm going to theory craft a little bit with the time I have and hopefully be well prepared for the next matches.
Well, good stuff. Thank you very much, Kami. But we are going to send it over to the analyst desk to take a look at those